I do just feel when you're Christian when you're Muslim or your common sense that we see na adwene
my Christian pain
when you're Christian pain when you're Christian pain me can't when you're Christian pain
me
would you yes say mama can't throw because yes won't can't throw yes say the sheep no you cannot snatch them from his hand yes say mama can't throw listen carefully yes who may say your Bible no say the sheep now he has in his hand nobody can snatch them from his hand. It won't mean Kasana we a Christian because if you were a guardian of Jesus is your shepherd now, nobody can snatch you from his hand. You are just a flow and you claim. And you being a Christian, a claim now also making on.
Yeah, do it for the truth, I don't do it for the crowd. They get mad at me because I'm Christian and I'm proud. You can stay silent, boy, I'ma keep it loud. And they can talk now, but every
difference between a Christian guy and a man of God. A Christian guy might say that he loves you, but a man of God will love God more than you. A Christian guy might text you Bible verses or have a tattoo of them, but a man of God will live out those verses and have them written on his heart. A Christian guy might go to church or wear a cross around his neck, but a man of God will see that the highest calling is to give Christ glory. A Christian guy might accidentally compromise your purity, but a man of God will protect it above all else. A Christian guy might seem super attractive, fun, or handsome, but a man of God will have a beautiful heart regardless of his looks. A Christian guy might be content to just take you out, but a man of God will go beyond the superficial and hold you up before God in his prayers all the time. And to be honest, that's something that I'm still working on to this day.
A tier 4 Mechacha will be Seto SSK and I can say Mr. Was Obaya, I need your counsel, no share video mamma, no way invite him for no tag amount for okay. Your baby Shia dear will say, and then Susubio, your mother Roma, your brother back online as well. Or Peso Babe lectures, I will have say, into a conyan so home, I was so be I was so nim dia also over spread my amount for so again. Enya nimdie ni bi na obetimi aba platform we say so no ba be share so what I say and share am fa ho minim say me Christo ni de but say oba platform we na be ye obe share wo knowledge na wo na amount for so be den ebetimi question wo simple as that okay social media so me cash small asemo dia a share honom say wo hwe bia na why you steady your brother back one or Ghana. To be honest, in the brother we maintain it in that. Put me in that. I'm say friend Baba spirit. Me who ni be ampo that. That means says a to be a system no minimum crampo bio and I say bibi sa. This brother Baba spirit, you know, sebe almost say when you never because on can't as for whom you okay. But said the Baba spirit ni audio be about bontia. Ye bono obi able be on the platform so it show amount for before say the assembly baby no. The okay no one thing touch me kakra no was a man for mu nyina mo ye aware no any say Baba spirit can be to say adeni mu ye den no yare adeni mu ye den kokodru stage bi no e dru there den no he was looking for a pastor enti I say yale no kokodru ba bi no nanka onya nanka pastor bi mfa no hombre mu bi time na wo wa hoden no tamana owo nkwana na ojire na aso no okay because of the obi kan or say Canada Japan because of the Canada Japan kan efa pastors bi ho no enu nti ne ma ono na nani nto nani hwe that direction ho kra so what you say na enu bi ena fa ya adusuanse say mema ne nka akiri mema ne nkoduru ho no mansa because the nkofo bi ye a omo from ho Christopher omo from ho pastors omukura Bible omu behavior ninti no o reject Jesus me mane nkonkodru baby a apem no ansa na wo ba badwene ho say minya ya anka build the relationship no say ye men focus wo de obi kan no so no e bia senka baba spirit I wonye ne baby call senka wanfa na adwene anase de how Canada Japan kan no senka wanfa na adwene ama Canada Japan na nkokohwehwe software odimu obi a ogina Bible no so na nkyerɛkyerɛ enya omo keka nsɛm adigigi amanfo sika no bi no bebre wo hɔ nom me nka sɛ pastor bia yɛ correct obi a okura Bible bia yɛ correct nyesa na meka wa say but hwehwemu okay me man nka achiri me nim baba no me nim ne bibia but asem a o kan won the video mu no yale ne to no asem to no amane ebia o sika krampo ko betim desa ne ho yale no so mu hunu yale ne so at long last no onko onu Jesus ho na no wo paako ana say pastor bi ho na no wo paako after o spiritual or pempaibo so what you say according to the same audio na kasemo no baba Mr. Baba Spirit na yonko ene Ben Moshe emo a wode man no say onfa ne nko ba bi foforo the whole time na ye bibi say bia ni honom no spiritual thing bia ni honom say am for munye study ye ogo kwa asore na wo ho ko hyetu bi mu no ye say enye nkwase asem but eduru de den no ye direct na ko ba bi foforo obi so honom spirit bi honom ene de eye nyansasem dwene ho bi okay mema ne nka akiri ansan mema ne nka akiri seto SSK nti ye be hye program na sese ya no misrema amon share video ma me share tag invite people okay because no kura bi wo honom na say yankan amanfo bi wo honom na okay so munye de omo koma to obi so a eno ano no so do stage bi wo na wo hunu se ba bi direction bi ko direction bi na nya wo betimi aka ena mefa nche wutiri say eye me wo afa we say enti say fa we na me wo no oye bibia na enye krampo na I will not condemn I will back him up I will back her up me support to still no oye na wrong but I also me show me loyalty to the person na me backing her up any ye say if political parties na e Ghana na the same mentality ne kura wo mu nyina no se party we ye na enye na nka we ono an nko for betimi aka akere ne say de wo ye we enye no omo nka who complain say omo ya enye and so we the same thing okay program e be shase no okay brother na baline so let the Bible speak seto SSK for Mr. Amonshe okay nti let the Bible speak platform is yours no nti you betimi introduce yourself at say for new ebibe nimo but bia na so so ye new members aba na say bisa na me yehunu de ebekoso ene wo ha say
okay me rasi ebiem me ma hunyina achen efi Ghana good morning from Ghana and obi anso a wo hwefru Australia bi anso good afternoon wherever you are in check ase enkoma munyina ye do nyakopon ase if me let the Bible speak that's the name I use always and see we say my nickname this thing I say let the Bible speak me didn't pay Prince Okutando we didn't pay Prince Okutando me go school UCC Mr. I'm still young me nyini biasa see and never be suade never be suade because any suade pa seto
yes
me pese me application of Bible at home what they kind okay. Daniel chapter number 9 verse 2 man why
Daniel 9:2 okay me the good screen is
yeah.
Okay.
Daniel chapter 9 verse 2 any part the out one ma esu usua de nti adesua de eho hia pa nti ne wa ha ma no enya usua de nti so uhu ne say the make am meboa na wa ba ha nyina usua 9 verse 2 okay
so the uhu no was screen so no e big enough and I say me man kese kakra at the moment I think say
okay me dem uhu ne okay
okay I think say okay nti Daniel 9 verse number 2 egu ha say obekan na say menkan
obetuma.
In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood from the scriptures, according to the words of the Lord given to Jeremiah the prophet, and that the desolation of Jerusalem would last 70 years.
Okay. Me can the prophecy Daniel kind of Hanum and as the book of Jeremiah once ever. Now emum as me know Bible can say Daniel as he understood by or from the scriptures. He understood from the scriptures. Okay, in the part one you have to read. What kind of translation there or say I Daniel I understood by books. And Otu am now so opesu hu Nyankopon asema esu wo kan na hu what the Bible is saying and I said there opesu wo akwa no etie. Okay, nti we are
Okay. Okay.
stand by good idea pa.
For said the make a connection no at this table slightly clampona more fine okay because it tries or casa free Ghana and I may so make casa free Austria and it be a network problem no. Sometimes no can put me free me side house so now me that will be all Ghana.
Settle.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Settle.
Let the Bible speak.
Hey, okay.
Hey, okay.
I said, okay. Indeed, we have to learn. And yeba idea efa the God of the Bible and the God of the Quran are they the same? Yeah, try in this one. Okay. Now, a word is very mono. Bible actually and say, when you am be anka Yakupon asem, when you need to any day, frame. Into your kind Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse number 2, Deuteronomy 4, verse 2.
Okay.
Where be all?
Yeah, maybe on
How can I say?
or say, do not add to what I command you, and do not subtract from it. But keep the commandments of the Lord your God that I give you.
Okay, into when I want to be home, according to Moses, Israel when I be home, when man ye be in frame, send me present a mamono, sap pepe na mye day, monye no. Enti, Onyankopon asem no, send your present my no, sap pepe and say day, ye no. Okay, Ebiemon so, Proverbs chapter 30, verse 6. Yenti asema Solomon so ekaye, Proverbs chapter 30, verse 6.
Okay.
Inti ekuto bi nso a onyansafo Solomon enso edemaye. Six.
Okay. And so can I say, do not add to his words, or he will rebuke you and prove you a liar.
Okay, enti memfa nsem bi enka na asem ho. Enye sa obemma what show say you are a liar. You are telling lies. And say ukrofo di bibi be Kenya kopon asem ho a, you'll be able to determine say sa asem omra be ka no eye ntro anasem ye ntro. Okay, enti yebesi Onyankopon asem ni ehu nnoma we nyina se na etie. Ene mebeka 3 scriptures ho asem. Ye wo ba ko ye fe the Talmud. E ka Talmud na the authoritative records of rabbinic discussions. Tama Israel for eko nkwansumu eba no. Omoko ba bia sometimes omuntan hu book no the laws no. Enti so omoko we nimu ananka laws no ya ira from them because they won't be able to practice what they have been taught in the scriptures. Enti rabbis for no omo efa mo sage like omo more wisdom, omo wo nyansa no. Omo tena say no, let us write the laws as it was given to us. Some of them are no. Na yen church mu senia ombeye den ombete ase. Sa entweye no a omo twetwere no. E na omo compile ni nyina ebe fe ne Talmud.
Okay.
Pachenta say yeduma.
Let me tell you.
Okay. Ebe Talmud. Enti Talmud mu no. Omo church omo discuss the Old Testament no emu insem. Okay. Ewo Babylonia Talmud and ewo the Palestine Talmud. Sa enoma we nyina no omo twetwere omo compile ni nyina no. Palestine Talmud no 400, that is 400 AD. Underline 400 AD. And Babylonia Talmud no so no omo twe ni nyina wi omo compile ni nyina no na 530 AD. 530 AD. And bear in mind, San na prior to the birth of Muhammad. Sa no omo twetwe ni nyina wie na prior to the birth of Muhammad. So hu o hye ho nso. Okay. Teto. What's the mekan?
Meteor, okay, yes.
Okay, enti prior to the birth of Muhammad, in the so hu ni sa. Enti see me no me no call back to the we put mu Arab no, the days of the Arabs no. In the days of the Arab no, na about orals. Okay? Oral society. Society they tell them stories. They say any had say no kind and some orally. So they were transmitted as orally. So what I say. In the times of Arab no, na illiterate among school, so they were not able to read and write.
Okay.
So okay, and now catch but they were literate in some aspects. For example, marketing. Some way marketing, no, and no more ya de pile. See, and could do me and cotton my Anthony Antono. Ya de pile. Oh, they were good at trading, so they were literate there. By a bus, and reading the entry there, they were not. Okay.
Okay.
Now there were a lot of Jews tribe ever honor. The Arab place, you know.
Okay.
There were a lot of Jews for almost Ganibi. Nana almost Kappa a now Omo Talmud, no, that's the Midrash, no. Not ever they were also reciting that and normally in Nabi. Okay. You know, almost cast stories need be to tell their children, say anything and normality, say anything and no maybe tear. And they say, Ebia, me no, Eba Bible ni mu. Na ibe hu sa enoma ni duo no man. Ibe hu say Bible no enye no kore. So what I say. Na emo ye kwaku ani me na hu sa no ni duo no man. Ibe hu se Quran no say no kore. Anase enye no kore. Okay. Enti me pese me busa etiefo nyina say the author of the Quran no, so onye inspired me no expect say transmitting of stories, you know, we will find such in the Quran. Say transmitting stories, you know, we will find some in the Quran. It can prove that you say the Bible is an inspired one. So the silence of the Bible must be respected. Okay. Inti ebeba Pepa cho seto. Length time length man. Oh. Baku ya friend Mark Clinton and Strong.
Links now.
Mark Clinton.
The highlight here and answers there.
There be the highlight any PDF.
Okay. Maybe links now will send the brain, you know.
So point me we cry me dey we na ma na wa bo ho no wa search it will come.
Yeah, mami. Phenomenal na me search here for the meantime because
okay, so but Mark Clinton and Strong. M capital M small c.
Okay.
Now about capital C LINTOCK.
Okay, and the Mark Clinton and then
Strong.
And Strong. Is that how they?
Yeah, how they?
Okay. It is they buy first Mark Clinton and Strong Biblical Encyclopedia online.
And you call Biblical Encyclopedia. No?
Okay.
A partition will screen so now. One book in the woman. They are all talking about a normal way for the chair. The scholars, almost scholars, those who are being called the sages, the wisdom people, almost try to the two. So there are a lot. So what I say.
Okay.
Go down, mommy. Who search go down. Down cry. What they train call search in our home no side say no. Go top side say no. Who search go no about Talmud.
Okay.
But Talmud. About Talmud na one sign no man abano. You ba who be I cannot biblical encyclopedia. Biblical encyclopedia.
Okay, biblical encyclopedia na what I say.
Okay, bonus so.
But multiple Talmud, okay, ma'am. The Talmud, no, okay, Talmud, biblical encyclopedia.
Biblical encyclopedia. Ne cut down. Cut down.
Wapao.
Yeah, what? Train. Me couldn't speed, Mr. Wa. Do the connect down. I can't why.
Okay, but me. Maybe I'll wait to make the open specific.
Back on my say the abounding moreover in fantastic trials.
Okay. You better have bro.
Oh, the wait my type no searching him. Searching our home na. Yeah. Honoma. So abounding. And I'm moreover. Next searching. I recall back.
Now, a baby was saying no.
Okay.
But say,
Go back, mama. Go back, mommy. Because en link na me send ma obo so or the back straight.
Straight. Who send a link on WhatsApp? Any?
Yeah, can. But
I'm ready. I don't know.
because be person tie phone so etumi kan bi na omuhu. Talmud Biblical Encyclopedia.
Yeah,
Links na send amount.
Yeah, me also crampo MBA wa hase so MBA on side hase na there.
Me call no ma ebe ma we na free ho no me ba. Nde o ma DP san West bi ho no mtu de ko. Aha. Ba ku ni ko.
Do the open it did your my deepen na open as say na me
Enye no ma DP no o de ko e wona se. Nti me hu me hu. Aha. Abounding moreover.
Okay.
Nti zoom in for people to read.
Okay, I think it's big enough.
Okay. Nti kan.
I mean, you see that here. Or say abounding, moreover, in fantastic triphylles and rabbinical reveres. Okay. It must appear almost incredible that any sane man could exhibit such acumen and such ardor in the invention of those unintelligible comments. Okay, in those nice scrupulosities or so, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay,
and
those ludicrous, yeah. Hey, that won't mean Kai was side home better because it be a what I want.
Okay, Samaras, which the rabbis have solemnly published to the world, and of which we will speak further on. Aha, ekasafa ho say the comment na and the Talmud no mo twere no. Okay. So okanya obi say oh fantastic because obi say appeal it makes sense. But any same person bia or no obi say so kind Talmud na it doesn't make sense at all.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense at all because rabbis for no they are trying to explain the things Nyakopon amfa nkyere no. They are trying to explain the things Nyakopon amfa nkyere no. Meanwhile Nyakopon say nyisiro omo so omo nyeden omo nye. And so Ushia Rabbi ni Biana Busan the question about the Talmud na. He will tell you, say, yes, they are not inspired, and yet inspiration books. Nemum stories are they are trying to explain the ethics, the laws, the costumes, legends, any case history, and a moral exhortation. Person church now for ehu senior bra afa. Okay. And inspired, they accept say the Talmud is not an inspiration book.
Okay.
Just what I say. And this Josephus, Flavius Josephus are. Ochemu say omu books maku 22. Okay. Sa 22 no I can link na me send ma no. Say bet my way ya. 22 no.
PDF no kwa na metimi ade agu ase link ni nyina na amba in a way na eni me phone.
Okay. And 22 no so no. Obetuma about Flavius Josephus on the Talmud on the canonicity of the Bible. I know better just say make catch with listeners no.
Okay.
Flavius Josephus on the canonicity of the Bible. That's the Old Testament, you know. I better just say there were 22 books. Say 22 books, you know. The we are on kind on Bible so. Okay. Generally we are Bible. First Kings and Second Kings. Find the one. First Chronicles, next Second Chronicles. Find the one. First Samuel, next Second Samuel. Find the one book. Indeed, the we are kind no. So kind of kind of 1 and 39. Kind of some books you kind of 2. Into the science no. Okay, Kambuma. Every saying every 22. The same as they are having, the same as we are having right now. Name Oma of Talmud no, Flavius Josephus and Talmud no anka say they are inspired books. Okay, one fan count. In the history no, you might come say, San no more training in no, it be 530. I'm compare Talmud in 530 AD. Prior to the birth of Muhammad. It's not Muhammad kwa young one. And a Jew for any being so Arab ho, and it will influence the stories are Jew for anything or more kind. So as I say, and the young PDF anymore.
Okay.
Young PDF anymore.
Highlight portion. No?
What highlighting the babe? Or say, if we imagine something combining laws, reports, a rabbinic hasid, a note of the theological debate club, all thoroughly oriented, full of discussions and anecdotes, quantics, sayings, fallacies, fancies, legends, and too often of what from it profanity, superstitions, and even obscenity, and scarcely be quoted, we may from some general idea of what the Talmud is. And the yeshe sa enomana Talmud ne canon, the story is not a woman. That is okay, Alfred Edison, Life and Times of the Messiah. Okay, a book. It was written in 1972, page 128. Sano kafa Talmud no.
Okay.
About superstition to discuss. Into you for the choir, no matter how debate on the word. Oh, as same way I can say, na same kind anything, yen canon. Okay. Na see a behwe ko animu a, ye was stories bi e wo ko animu. Bible no silence ewo ho. Now so Quran tries to explain it. Do you get it clear? The Bible is silence there, but the Quran wants to explain. The start into no, the Bible shemu ye ni who say sa enetie and I say yes enetie. And the story here no the barrier of Abel. Nipa etas Abel the first person owuye according to the Bible.
Okay.
Now owuye no how and omusie no. Only kwashe obutan mu. Omne ne share form. Bible no anka bibia esa. Bible no anka bibia sa. Ne sa enti no etwasem wo ene me ye hwe ye ho yie. E wo se ye di bibi be ka ho sa. Because you saw both bia ba na Cain ni Abel Abel de aboa owo srade e na Cain de enuane a apropro ekoye enti ne Yakobon anye. Bible na nkasa into you have to be one. Bible na nkasa Cain e de aduane apropro e na bae da bi. Na mum Yakobon a kire na enti a wanye Cain aforebo no. Nti ono so ye behwe ho no. Nti yanko Genesis chapter 4. Genesis chapter 4. Ni en share the story na e wo mo no.
Okay, Genesis 4. Now your Bible version be na ya wo kan.
Any Bible version bia bit ma kan.
No, okay. Genesis 4, okay. Cain murders Abel.
But now Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain and said, I have acquired a man from the Lord. Then she bore again, this time his brother, Abel. Now Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. Verse 3. And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought an offering of the fruits of the ground to the Lord. Abel also brought of the first fruit of his flocks, of their fat. And the Lord respected Abel and his offering, but he did not respect Cain and his offering. And Cain was angry, and his countenance fell. And about a for your omoko boy, so what I say. And Yakopon anyi Cain edie. The reason why Yakopon anyi Cain edie is say, according to Hebrews chapter number 11, verse number 4, not Cain any faith. Cain any faith. Yakopon edge Abel because Abel sacrificed with faith. Okay, and to rabbis for no person almost explaining sa a normal way no. Anyhow, I Cain ekun Abel no. A same way and omokai. A same and omokai. Ye behwe the story of the rabbinic no, rabbi for no. Almost omokai. Ye behwe almost story no.
Okay.
Okay. Yanko the Midrash Pakir, Rabbi Eliezer, chapter 21, verse 1 to 10.
Okay.
Inti bo mame bo sha ho na emra o de bo gwago ayi bia bo shem
Me more than a shape a devil
Pakia PIR
okay.
PIR KEI
Okay.
space no about Rabbi RABBI
Okay.
no about Elysia ELI
About things about.
Chapter 21.
So chapter so remember. Okay, chapter.
Do about 21. Not about 21. Okay, 21 verse. That's a semicolon.
Okay.
Verse 1. Abba.
Yeah.
Okay. Into screen be a screen case. And the way become about Cain any Abel who adding Asem.
Awesome.
Me pamacho edino ebia memmo. Edino ya ne hu.
Okay.
Inti yen shall say verse 1, yen ko verse 4 downwards. Verse 2 near. Okay.
I mean, who verse 4 no? And who has says, sir?
Ode yen shall say Rabbi Misha said, Cain was born and his wife, his twin sister. One say Bible na nka say we if ewo baby ewo ha no. But Rabbi for the person mu cheche mu say ya wu Cain no na onua baby kan ho. The Bible is silent. But omo person omu cheche mu e ka say oh no onua baby na ono no ye den oware no. So I say his twin sister with him, Rabbi Simon said to him, has it not already been said, and if a man shall take his sister, his father's daughter or his mother's daughter, and see her nakedness, and she see his nakedness, it is a shameful thing? No, I go to Leviticus chapter 20 verse 17. Say, but forgetting say, now or allow incest because we want them to replicate to fill all the earth. And by all means, they will marry themselves. And the Jew for the person na ACT or agenda. So what I say. For these words, know that there are no woman whom they could marry, and these are permitted to them, as it is said. For I have said, the world shall be built by my love. No, Psalm 89, verse 2. And Yama Rabbi Joseph Honor. Rabbi Joseph. I'll say, Cain and Abel were twins, as were twins, as it is said, and she conceived and bare Cain. And that hour she had an additional capacity for childbearing, and she continued to bear his brother Abel. But that is not what the Bible is saying. Yakupon essay ye will Cain and Abel, but one just only a twin, and that's only a twin. The Bible is silent there. But them say Cain is the firstborn of the of Adam and Eve. Just say Juma.
Just me yeah.
Down. Verse 4 no, verse 4 near corner.
Okay.
Now Cain was a man who loved the ground. In order to sow seed. And Abel was a man who loved to tend the sheep. The one gave of his produce as food for the other, and the later gave of his produce a food for his brother. Okay, in the way sheep are the evening of the festival of Passover. Remember, assembly or more kind. Not Passover my cry. The reason why Yakupo Emma Israel for Passover because say Obeku Egypt for Makanino. No Owoba for Israel for no, and the Passover. So you for the Passover Beshaha. So I say.
Okay.
The evening of festival of Passover arrived. Adam called his son and said to them, in this night, in the future, Israel will bring Paschal offering. Bring ye also offering before your Creator. Until almost Chemu said, Adam and the instructor offering. Because Israel, future Israel for Beyesa. Cain brought the remnant of his meal of roasted grain. Once he inquired me, I can say, Cain the about upon a coy. See, right before the cancer. But Nahopan Casa and of the seed of flax, Abel brought of the firstling of his sheep and of their fats, and he lambs which had not been stoned to their wool. The offering of Cain was precluded, and the offering of Abel was accepted, as it is said, and the Lord was respected unto Abel and to his offering. Okay. And the Onyankopon agi Abel offering wanyi Cain de no. The yɛhwɛ asɛm a ɛsi yɛ. Down. Rabbi Joshua ben Conquer said, the Holy One, blessed be him, said, heaven forbid, never let the offspring of Cain and Abel be messed up. And according to Rabbi Way, or say, Ebi Nyankopon ji Cain de no, na oji Abel de na, ebe mess it up. Ewo ho. Ebe mix na yese onua but fufu menka say emo on. Na obi nso ye kokonte na smell no amexe. That's what they are talking about. So they are going to mess up. Even in the wave of garment, it is said, into original compared to the garment, you know, garment, okay, say, meanwhile, that is not how the offering was. Just say you man. Hello?
Yeah, I'm what I say. Sorry.
The conform why. And even it combines, let it not come upon the D, as it said, neither shall they come upon the garment of two kinds of stuff mingling together. And the way you can read to show say these were things of the oral passing on, and a Jew for the camp, which is not found in the Bible. Okay, but they want to make
let the Bible speak. My mama for you be telephone lines not to okay. And to Mr. Mamon, be to mention Biana, what question Biano. Yeah, no, let the Bible speak. Say, make time on nature. I think say over time on. Mr.
Me Nti koda mame. Verse 7 yapon.
Okay.
Rabbi Zadok said, a great hatred entered Cain. Now, Otanka say Era Cain akumem against his brother Abel, because his offering has been accepted. Not only on this but also Abel's twin sister was the most beautiful of women, and he desired her in his heart. Moreover, he said, I will slay Abel, my brother, and I will take his twin sister from him. As I said, and it came to pass that when they were on the field, once by the field now, a patch of was as an instrument on for you and yes, sir. But I have no make just a field neighbor just say a woman, which is not true. Which is not true. And according to Rabbi Fono, Cain epe Abel's sister, the twin sister, but Abel saw unto us on here. So he took the stone and embedded it in the forehead of Abel and see him. As it is said, and Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. Okay, that is the verse 8. The Omo story about Cain. When you get time, read. Now I say these are the story they were passing on. See a back anymore, people who the same thing. The back the anymore, people who the same thing. See a twaswa, you come to know how he was buried. Okay, into go down. Okay, go down kakama me. Adam. Because Adam and his helpmates were sitting. Adam and his helpmates were sitting and weeping and mourning for him. And they did not know what to do. And to almost him send a month about because this is the first person who has died. So what I say, they were not accustomed to burial. A raven, that is a bed.
The bed came, yeah. What kind of as a pet also?
One of its fellow bed was dead.
Okay, network problem. I think it's a network problem.
Side. And the raven said, hello?
Yeah, at a break like one.
Okay. Hey, okay.
Yeah, Kasa.
Okay, so the Reverend said, I will teach this man what to do. And it took its fellow and dig in the earth, hide it and bury it before them. So what I say. But Bible na nkasa, what they did with the body, Bible na nka. The Bible was silent about that. Like this Reverend, will I act? That is Adam said. Adam the kind, he took the corpse of Abel and dug in the earth and buried it. Okay? And according to Talmud, no, anoma bi na okosie ni fellow anoma na ma Adam hu ye. So what I say.
Okay.
Okay, Emma Adam hu ye no so ye den. Bi. That is what the Talmud says. Say okay, Tankuma Barishit, chapter 10, verse 2.
Let the Bible speak.
And also Ekabi. Okay, Medras. Means through chapter 22, verse 7. In the Talmud, no, and maybe and a boy Adam then is seen, yes, sir. Okay. Yeah.
Let the Bible
Surah
speak.
chapter 5.
Surah chapter 5, but at the moment,
yes,
almost 5 seconds, 7 seconds, yeah, until you're kind of because the network in favor.
Okay.
Surah chapter 5.
May say,
okay?
Verses number 27. Now make us say, can you hear me now?
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Now make us say, Talmud no actually and say, anomabi, and a chere Adam, send your own sin ba, and yes, sir. But you for my say, son of way, and yet inspired. And the Bible who said, son of way happened before the birth of Muhammad. And a folklore, a artisan, but enter our Bible.
Okay.
Okay, enter our Bible. And the Yanko Quran, say story now, Rabbi for the Kayano, Talmud Nekayano, say a influence Quran na. When you go and change, Senya Umberry, no, he was silenced there, never chinentia, or yes, son. Yanko chapter 20, verse 27.
Yeah, a good screen is
Which mark and I mean kind.
Okay, my main try we say no say and relates to them the true story of Adam's two sons. Okay, according to the Quran. So if your Quran in Kwanswa, Allah never mentioned the name of the sons of Adam. Until with the Quran alone, no, you will never find the Cain and Abel in the Quran Arabic. No, Quran is silent. When you didn't know, okay, to mention is the two sons of Adam when they offered an offering, okay, and it was accepted from one of them. Which one? Quran didn't say. Explain but Quran and Quran say the Muslims they kind of say the Quran is the most divine book. It is protected. No, all the other books Quran and Quran they can also the Quran will come back within a minute. You know, about back now nobody will know the name of the Adam's children. Okay, but it was not accepted from the other. Which other? Quran didn't say. He said, I will kill you. He said, Allah accept only from the righteous. Okay, one of them was not righteous. And at verse 28, if you extend your hand to kill me, I will not extend my hand to kill you, for I fear Allah, Lord of the worlds. Okay, verse number 29. I will rather you. What's it saying?
Yeah, kind to 32.
Yeah, kind to 32. Okay. I would rather you bear my sin and yours and your sin, and you become among the inmates of the fire. Such is the reward for the evildoers. Okay, so you can bear. Nobody bears the sin of others. Quran can be better, but I have said that you can bear the sin of him. Okay, but then he so prompted him to kill his brother, so he killed him and became one of the losers. Okay, verse 31. Then Allah sent a raven digging the ground to show him how to cover his brother's corpse. He said, "Woe to me! I was unable to be like this raven and bury my brother's corpse." So he became full of regret. Verse 32. Because of that, we ordain for the children of Israel that whoever kills a person, unless it is for a murder or corruption of the land, it is as if he killed the whole mankind, and whoever saves it, it is as if he saves the whole of mankind. Our message comes to them with clarification, but even after that, many of them continue to commit excesses in the land.
Okay. And one say, the Bible was silent about the burial of Abel.
Yes.
Whatever they did to him, and as the Bible did not tell. So omujane to her, emane proye no ofras asino se den, because earth man came from an earth he will return. But so omututu form didn't see or some year then you Bible no anchor. The Bible was silent there. But Jewish folklore, that's the Talmud, no. Ed tries to obey church na omeden ombebenya how Abel was buried. It almost say I maybe in a bit two form and I then osi no. Na entisa any Bible baby esa. Okay. Now story one the kind we Rabbi Eliezer no, chapter 21 verse 1 to 10 no. It just say Adam and Eve and then a see Abel, right?
No, because Adam was weeping, no.
Inti sana ewo. But we know Quran no and say Canaan is seen in Yabema. Yes, sir.
Ampa.
Canaan is seen in Yabema. Yeah, what Cain did.
Make this yo backup do or honor, make this sound do a honor.
Asemu. Right now, no. Maybe new earpins into me you see earpins, you know.
Yeah, but before you know, okay, but you see, and after I shall say, but make a sound and make a voice.
Oh. Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Nah, you're okay. And I said, listeners, no movement is yeah, make us be a repeat outside one.
I think it's my room, no echoes never run, and I.
But you see, and the chassis,
Okay, maybe my splitting me into two.
Okay, yeah, because
the person may can't be Buahano.
Maybe that is the cause, no?
Midrash Tankuma.
Okay, my try me for
Midrash Tankuma.
Okay, and on
Bereshit. Bereshit. Beresit.
Okay, no, number 10 and answer.
10 verse 2.
Okay,
cut up. Men cost to say but down 2. No. We no cut off. Okay, until brought down.
After the men's creating two, because still the two boys
okay, ka Cain and Abel, and what's it? Brought up kakra. No, cut up. Or say, after Cain slayed Abel, the body laid out straight upon the earth. Since Cain did not know how to deposit it, thereupon the Holy One, blessed be him, selected 2 clean birds and caused one of them to kill the other. And surviving bird dig the earth with 8 tylons and buried as victim. Okay, and buried as victim. Cain learned from this what to do. He dig a ground and buried Abel. It is because of this bed that privilege to cover their blood. So what I say, and the Quran no one say Talmud no ba say Adam na esi Abel. And Talmud we so kira say Cain and esi Abel. So what I say. And because of this, it influenced the Quran. And the Quran say Cain and say Abel. So Cain and say Abel. No, I'm free the Tankuma Barashit chapter 10 verse 2. 2:4 HM say the Talmud is not inspired. Talmud is inspired. Name omo na omo chem so omo chechire mu say na omo to menya story ne clear. Okay, so the silence of the Bible must be respected. The silence of the Bible must be respected. Until Cain and Abel was influenced, the Bible was influenced by the Talmud, which is not inspired. The Quran and the Bible are not the same. The Bible is silent about the burial of Abel. But I don't think you Cain after Abel.
Okay.
Hebrews chapter 11, verse 4. Hebrews 11, verse 4.
Hebrews 11:4. Still now, I'm a team of voice for Honor, okay? It will kind of repeating itself the whole time.
Okay. By faith, Abel brought God a better offering than Cain did. By faith, he was commanded as righteous when God spoke well of his offerings. And by faith, Abel still speaks, even though he is dead. And Ejidiemu enema Onyankopon eji Abel aforebo. Okay, nemum enye se na aduane bia na se bibia aprom binti eno de bae. Ana se Abel nia ba binti ena Cain ana se Yakopon anyi na aforebo. Nemum Bible kire say Cain aforebo oboy no enye by faith ndi Yakopon anyi no. So anko obo aforwe no by faith enko Yakopon beje. So otu akenkan so a o se Yakopon ka say enka oye de eya enko wani monte. Oko Genesis into Hebrews chapter 4 11 verse 6 say, and without faith it is impossible to please God. Because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he is the rewarder of those who diligently seek him.
Okay.
So and to any more between so any and the way and say Cain afar about oboy no na gidie enim enti want to man so Yakopon enim.
Let the Bible speak. Minim at the frontier voice okay. My mute too for the meantime. Maybe I'm a kasa ebeye okay at the moment. The Bible no okay. Now saying one brother be a comma grace honum now. Or cause God does not exist. I say God does not exist no because to use a God exists no. Or they limiting Yakopon any monyam. But look at in the Bible, the Bible is mentioned and say, okay, and without faith, it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists. So what say? And that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. So the Bible is telling us God exists. And this brother, they present themselves as the knowledgeable because they can speak proper English. They can read better. And this brother was claiming, and somebody commented me in the comment section, say, hey, Ampa, what he's saying is true. Because if you say God exists now, you're limiting him. So how do you describe God? But look at what is in the Bible. The Bible, that is what the Bible, it will expose you. If you add something to the Bible, it will expose you. That is the first verse you gave us, right? My mute, no, my mute, Tobo.
Yeah, Proverbs 36.
Proverbs
36.
Proverbs 30, yes. Yeah, look at my mute too, because we mute too there, okay. Proverbs chapter 30, verse number 6, and do not add to his words, or he will rebuke you and prove you a liar. Look at this. What a coincidence. You see how beautiful the Bible is. What a twasso. These guys will say, yeah, twasso.
And you say, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. And you say, Talmud no folklore myth. I want to church which is not inspired. Jew for Nagasaki to say, sad stories kind to explain things to their descendants, but and yet inspired by God. Because Jew for Arab because of that story, Muhammad eti no many be, and he tried to inculcate things of the stories now into the Quran, which is not inspired by God. Which is not inspired by God. And when actually say Muhammad cannot say it is not found in the Bible. The Bible is silent about that. The Bible kind of say Cain ekun Abel say otutu from the nation so ojani tu honumo. The Bible does not say it, and the Bible is silent about that. And we should respect the silence of the Bible and should not add to the Bible or subtract from the Bible. The last verse of the Bible, Revelation chapter 22, verse 18.
Okay. Now, wow,
yeah.
Revelation 22, 18.
Revelation 22.
Yeah, verse 18.
Okay.
I warn everyone who hears the words of the prophecies of this scroll. If anyone asks anything to them, God will add to the person the plagues described in this scroll. And if anyone takes words away from this scroll of prophecy, God will take away from that person any share in the tree of life in the holy city, which is described in this scroll. The Bible is sufficient for our godly life. 2 Peter chapter 1, verses number 3. All things pertaining to life and godliness, the Bible is sufficient.
Okay. Okay. But still, voice. Me mute the okay. Me mute all I told my mute say wokasa. No my signal be no my page me wakasa. Etie for into be telephone lines not too much at the moment. Okay, what line so na say e bia wa question be me babusa. But me sure say we not too much question because the way a lecture wa be clear maybe I clear what might show references it was screen this on okay. And you're perfect, in this studio be a bit my set it and your man properly and I say clear and I bet me I call smooth. I'm a man for you know okay. Technical difficulties ni nyina no the sere mo ye patch mo fanche but I think say you try your best. Information ni nyina was screen so no Talmud no say enye divine. Jew for ni nyina ajetum okay. Enye divine. It is that stories be what Talmud no any Bible no nye ba Yesu anka any say Bible na anka sa amfa ho. But ibenya enema bi wo Quran ni mu yenya na yetimi trace ni enye no Talmud no ho. Sana wo kan na me bo abotrim ko say ani an say David. Sana wo kan. Okay, me person me misrepresented ya wo kan wo ha say na na say bibia wo kan no. Enti bibia wo screen so enti wo comment bia na say wo bibi ka bia no. Telephone lines na bia ni sisi okay. Telephone lines na bia ni sisi enti wo betima frɛ and I say me the link be to honum so ama wa be so join so no wa join ni. Aka sisi ene a make us aka 24 minutes pe aka 24 minutes na I was say the program no kwa wiye nti say in case say wo question bia na any time no na edru so sisi an okay obi frɛ already nti me fa call away say okay hello
hello Situ.
Yeah. Who is speaking? Where
yes,
is speaking
it is
from?
Avraham from Nigeria.
Yeah, Avraham from Nigeria. Okay, we are listening. Any question to the topic?
Yes, the topic was the God of the Bible is not the same as the God of the Quran. Is that correct?
We are listening, yes.
Good. I want to know which of the God of the Bible.
Did you follow the topic? There is in the Bible.
Yes.
How many gods in the Bible? How many gods are there in the Bible according to the Bible?
According to the Bible, we have different gods. We have God, Jesus, according to Christian, and we have God the Father, which is the true God. So I don't know which God you people are referring to.
According to the Bible, we believe in only one God. Okay, one God. So
okay. Is Jesus the Father?
No, he's not the Father. But what does that got to do with this topic we are?
You are speaking about God of the Bible and God of the Quran, so we have to analyze that.
Okay, so let's analyze that. Okay, according to you,
Abdurrahman, the Father?
Abdurrahman, did you say according to the Bible the true God is the Father? Did you say that?
Yes.
So you believe the true God is the Father?
Yes.
Is Allah the Father?
Wow. Father in which context?
You are the one who said
father?
it. You are the one who said it. You said the true God is the Father.
No, listen, we can have Father by metaphorical statement.
No.
We can have Father by what? By biological Father. So that is why we're here to ask you, when you call God in the Bible as Father, what does that mean? Father in which context? When you call Jesus as the Son of Father, now I want to know, how was Jesus the Son of the Father? Is it metaphorically or biologically?
You said the true God is the Father. That is your statement.
Yes.
And I'm asking you,
yes.
Is Allah the Father? However you can put it, metaphorically or physically, is Allah the true?
No, not whatsoever I call. I want to know from you, from your own perspective of Christianity, when you call Jesus or anybody in the Bible as the Father, when you call any one of them as the Son of the Father, in which context was Jesus the Son of the Father? That is what I want to know.
Okay, so
because we can only answer a question when we understand what the question means. Okay? And question can only be answered when it has been understood. So when you call Jesus as the Son of the Father, how was Jesus the Son of the Father in the Bible? Is it metaphorically or by begotten Son, as John 3:16 mentioned?
Okay, you said the true God is the Father. I'm asking you once again, is Allah the Father? You were the one who said it, not me. You are the one who said it.
I said question can only be answered when it has been understood.
But you did not ask the question. You
now
made the
I'm
statement.
seeking for the understanding from you. I'm seeking for the understanding from you.
But
when we call God in the Bible as a father, fathering Jesus, I want to know how was Jesus the son of the Father, begotten son, as John 3:16 mentioned, or you don't believe in John 3:16? That is what I want to know before the question can be answered.
Abdul Rahman, you are the one who said the Christians, they believe Jesus is the Father, and in the Christians and the Old Testament, the true God is the Father. They believe Jesus to be God.
No,
and then
I did not call Christian in the Old Testament because I never see any Christian in the Old Testament.
No, your statement was the Christians believe Jesus is God, and then there is the true God,
Yes.
the Father. The Father is the true God. That is what you said. So
yes. So I said when Christians
no,
believe
you did not
in Jesus or Bible that God
Abdul
is the
Rahman,
Father.
are you going to answer the question before we can move on, or no? Because if you
I
don't
will answer the question if I have the good understanding of the question. That is why I say question can only be answered when you understood the question.
Okay, but you
So
are the
now
one
I'm
who
seeking for the understanding of the question from you.
did you say without understanding, did you say that the true God is the Father?
Yes, I said that, but I want to know the understanding on which context you refer to that. Because whenever Allah condemned the sonship in the Quran, Allah speaks about begotten son. For you to be called a begotten son of Allah, how can Allah have a son? Now I'm asking you, when you believe Jesus to be the son of the Father, and that same Jesus as God, I want to first know which God were you referring to, because when you call Jesus the son of the Father or Jesus the son of God, I want to know, was Jesus begotten by God just as John 3:16 mentioned?
Abdul Rahman, one more time and I'll hang up the phone.
You can go on.
One more time. You called here,
no,
and then you
have not been hanging me today.
No, okay. I don't want to shout. I am trying to learn from Let the Bible Speak. He keep quiet when it has. You see, he called here and then he wants to divert the whole topic. He said, you Christians, you believe that Jesus is God and the true God is the Father. So which God are you talking about? So he came with two separate gods. And then he said the true God is the Father. He is the one who made the statement, not me. And then he said, we believe Jesus is God. So which God are we talking about? And I was like, no, we believe in one God. So because he made this statement, it made me think, okay, if he accepts that the true God is the Father, then it's Allah, the Father. It doesn't matter. Somebody is calling, okay? Let me pick the other caller. Hello?
Hello, Seto.
Yeah, Bema, you kasa friend.
Yeah, Asari ne Kasano. Make us a free China.
Asari from China, okay. Hey, me tell one can't ni hao.
Yeah, me say usually minimum one year we know from Enra Panami.
And I said no about but by no say Asari from China na.
Mia, there be out with Asari be mia.
Hey, wow, okay.
Obi and me public Asari be maho.
Okay, Asari, into what's the program? I hope so. Let the Bible speak. Questions, okay?
The person of Boame or two problems be a man noticing from his speech. No,
Okay.
person of Boame with better explanation. First of all, no, or say the Bible is sufficient for understanding or whatever, and the Bible is inspired, but Talmud, no, and I say the rabbi's book na no kind of dear, and on yet inspired. Omaka say no, it's not inspired, but person what say and also Boame with the understanding of inspiration. You can't say inspiration. Now, what does inspiration mean? And I say, well, can inspired as in they tell me no Kasana make say I'm inspired to talk to you. It is out of my will, and as a man may decide to say a process. Me am a process here. They know my dream, and I may decide to say I want to tell you something or do something to make as will be per se or create automobile and as a car or be innovate something piano. The person sits down and gets inspiration from something and why and say something is inspired. It doesn't mean say it should be specifically from a God and as a be beside to I see from the context because their inspiration say if we maybe hope.
No,
but
free here from
Bible. So we say almost can correct from them. They are saying the truth. Say
okay.
Their writing is not inspired by God. So what I say, maybe inspiration. Me say say. So what na say no what dream be home. Now would be I am part to home. Now why then? What tries to obey at the correct inspiration?
Okay, what them busa question and kasa okay busa question because time on going to busa question direct question.
First question and they say inspiration by inspirational can I say the Bible is inspired by God. No? What is the evidence to say it is inspired by God? Because we be catch us on the end it's not inspired by God. No one is taking a decision or try to explain certain things. If we need perspective to it's clear to understand from him. But what we can say it is inspiration from God. No, what is your proof or your evidence to say it is inspired by God? So what is the proof of the inspiration from God?
Okay. It's me man okay.
But my time because this is the first one. The second one.
Because time na me edi wo ha say na ka 14 minutes near we okay. Enti men kasa ono kasa men kasa nyesa e benya feedback. Tie na no asem we ansa na wakasa mesre wa okay.
Okay.
Let the Bible speak. Ubetima kasa. Okay, kasa.
The Bible speak.
2 Timothy chapter 3. 3 verse.
Okay, 2 Timothy. Okay, verse mama saying.
Verse 16. 16. All scripture is God's breath and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, training in righteousness. Okay. Now, I can't inspiration now. A patches and yes, a been upon a pen and paper no creator honor. That's not it. Name Onyankopon any nipa anante kwan hodo so. Na kwan no mo nante no omomo twere eto honom senia awo ene me ebeto a betumi hu se ade ne inspired and as enye inspired. Say enye inspired there then one we will know because say mimi nipa me twere ade me ka se me no wo the same thing na our report might be different. Okay, you bet my in different dimension. You bet my report in different dimension, but it might be the same. Name mom, they are in different dimension. That's a contradicting itself. A patch say one was not inspired by God. So if you Old Testament nimwa, you know, anyone that says Onyankopon oma Israel enante or the D4 M. Okay, or the D4 M. Sa enoma D4 ne twetwe nyina be see the book of Malachi so no is being acquired and believed, say inspired, and there's no single contradiction in them. The same way, so and from Matthew to Revelation, you know, there is no single contradiction in them. But then combined together to speak one person, that is the Messiah, the coming of the Messiah, the presence of the Messiah, and the second coming of the Messiah. They can say the Bible is inspired. A patch as Onyankopon nam enkrofo bi so ena omatwere ato ho ama wo ne me say betumi hu de Nyankopon pe en de Nyankopon empe.
So still there's no proof. There's no proof. Yeah, patch say there's no proof. Still there's no proof. That's what Pastor just said. Proof no say we have to show a proof say it is inspired by God. And not just say yeah patch say you know in this context, no, there's no proof. What's the Old Testament? No, a book that Jews believe in, and a New Testament, no more so abe contradicted or more believe no. And today they can also say, who claim say inspired by God, no, it's also contradicting with their rabbis. They're not much on it. So bet me say, what so. Is wrong, and I say it is rather inspired by your own thoughts and yet from God.
Okay.
What you say?
Okay. Okay, Mr.
The only trick I would use is what they inspired by God, by God now they're better, but who need the proof? Okay, but the let's
sorry, to money answer, okay, but men kasa money answer.
Mr. Asare, there a mamiji to say New Testament inspired no and say a no man yakupon a kayan or catch almost say Messiah ne ba okay before ansana ahini dienu every Judah ebusuemu ahini dienu every Judah ebusuemu till now time I used to buy I award the destruction of Jerusalem AD 70 to 72 the destruction of Jerusalem AC there is no single ahimfo a free Jerusalem Judah emu ebiem it has been taken out which is being believed say the Messiah that Jesus Christ obey no he has fulfilled that prophecy ono na Messiah no and according to Moses say Messiah ne ba ono no muntie no ono eno muntie no na Jew for that is Josephus Flavius Josephus edi wada answer say yes Christ ne nkrofo bi namye okay odi wada answer yes Christ ne nkrofo bi namye ebi Peter ebi James ebi Matthew some nkrofo no mo namye no they also they taught people about the teachings of Jesus Christ. Some teachings no and aba be replace the Old Testament upon that down. In the 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 6 actually said
I'm not interrupting you, but if you can hear me, do you also know say in the Old Testament no a prophecy of the Messiah nature say in the Old Testament no just say that Messiah New Testament ni claim so Jesus Christ no will ascend on the throne of David Obabe ruling as a king. Do you know say it is in the Old Testament, sir? And Jesus himself never sat on the throne of David. And that is the reason why Jews also say that since he did not fulfill that promise in the Old Testament, so he never became ascended on the throne of David, means at Old Testament has contradicted with the prophecy. And I'm almost better as Kunyano.
Tobo busa question mani answer me pese wa answer me pese me tie answer me be come.
So contradiction not a problem no.
Sorry mani kasa.
So it's the throne of David
Mr. Sorry. Yes, Christo catch you for the say. More form namunim kreno. Okay? More form namunim kreno. Jew for no again say yes Christo but literally. No abetra ekunyane so. That's what they were thinking. But that was not how it was. Okay? Yes Christo right now no work say he is king. He is priest. And I was saying God. So all the things.
Throne of David.
The throne of David was not literally said physically. That was not it. And then yes, so during the time not a woman, not or what I say.
Let the Bible speak. Let the because repeat yourself the whole time. Okay, we don't work. Let me find them in point.
It's not the throne of David. I can was him. It's not literally said. Yes, Christo ever better ekunyane so. Ever what that people think. Even up to now, even a Christopher AGD say, yes, Christo be back. Second time, that's not it. Nemo is talking about spiritualism. Okay, Mosiah Neba, according to Isaiah chapter 2, verses number 2 to 4, Micah chapter 4, verse 1 to 4. Actually, so Oyankopon ever basic kingdom be. He's coming to establish a kingdom. Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. Okay, Daniel chapter 2, verse 1 down was a train about Nebuchadnezzar and Daimu. A chain in Daimu repair. Verse 44, okay, chapter 2. In the last days, the mountains of the Lord's temple will be established as the highest of the mountains, and will be erected above the hills, and all nations will stream to it. Many people will come and say, verse 3, come, let us go up to the mountains of the Lord and to the temples of the God of Jacob. He will teach us his ways so that we might walk in his path. The laws will go out from Zion, the word of God from Jerusalem. And we ain't about say yes, so temple be there be. It is not talking about literally saying say yes, so temple. So the temple now yes, so ekan was Muhammad. Obeka almost said, Mupa Mumu temple, I will build it in 3 days, referring to himself. Okay. And sitting on the throne does not mean say yes, so ever be literally throne so. But I make us the intro. Yes, Christo, Messiah, no, he is king, he is priest. Okay, and also a prophet. Zechariah chapter 3.
Yes. Okay.
Zechariah 3. X-ray say Messiah, no, Oba, he is king and he is prophet. Oh, where's my Bible? Set to be on ma.
Zechariah 3, yes.
Zechariah 3, yes.
Enter verse 6 1.
But by the time when we are no, okay.
Okay, verse 8 1. 8 brother. Listen. High priest Joshua, you and your associates seated before you. You are men symbolics of things to come. I am going to bring my servant, the branch. See, the stone I have set in front of Joshua. There are 7 eyes. On that stone, I will encave an inscription, says the Lord Almighty, and I will move the sins of this land in a single day. Okay? In a single day, he will move it. In a single day. That day, this is talking about the Messiah. That day, you know, that was the day. Or the Nimojano Esu was a Obibiera Obeba Emuno, Obede, Obenyankwa. That's what I said. Monko, we are saying now, cast and Pando, you know, Boys, no, Obejankwa. Mark chapter 16, verse 15 to 16. And the yes, Kuso, John the Baptist, say, yes, Kuso, Obama, or you are bonnet. This is talking about the Messiah. Not literally say, or Bano have a transit. Now, that was what the Jews were thinking, but that was not how the Bible was talking about.
Now, okay, my fact. I got 2 minutes near quality. Hello, Sweeney.
Yes, greatest.
Yeah, Sweeney, time is up. Okay, 1 minute you have. Can you ask the question? Maybe he will answer you next time.
Oh, okay. My question is that the Bible itself, we know for sure that Muslims do misquote and misrepresent the Bible. So will he agree that the same thing is done by Christians? They are also misquoting and misrepresenting the Old Testament.
Is that the question?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me end the question. Let the Bible speak. Did you get his question?
Yeah, I got it. Mr. Sweeney. Medawa say, what can I make it out say? The Muslims quote the Bible and misrepresent it. Okay. That's why we didn't let the Bible speak. So if you allow the Bible to speak, we have all the answers in. And so would you say Christopher a quote Bible and misquoting, then you should provide the meaning of it. But bear in mind, the Bible has stand all arguments up to now.
Okay, I think the time on us. Time on us. Okay, but this is what I say. Okay, let the Bible speak. Me kasa say Sweeney. Let's speak later. Okay, because time now. So I think that he has given you his answer. So the Bible speaks for itself, regardless. There will be a becano. Ule me that's Sweeney. Okay, me time on so I was saying me ko say ano. Say me yes me ma let the Bible speak. E kasa na me so me kasa. Inya eko no we. So we have to maintain. Say the Bible amount for bit me recordings no. Asare me sorry say. Me connect me disconnect and obusa one question but time on me deal has say sir I was me call adwuma mu back okay enti me say 1 hour 30 minutes spend e wo has say no enti let the Bible speak me that was say oba be there oba be sua oba be kira ade wo has say and then okay I hope that people will learn from this no more Bible na kasa so wo nye de obi be ka kira me the Bible na chi no one na medro so be for me nye sa ade no follow Bible no say to SSK for and let the Bible speak be wrap up man me Mr.
Okay. Mepacho video reaction. You can provide your comment there, and I'll make sure I say the bit my comment in the moon. Now, I make some replies be a room. Okay. Again, my many can the Bible is not a science book. And to one I say the Bible should fulfill the science desire. No, Mepacho enye. Okay, Bible does not chase after science, but science chase after Bible. Now, you're going to say the Talmud is not inspired according to the Jews, and they are folklores to explain the things that Yakupon adding at the moment. Nessa enti sa enomo no kind and influence Quran and stories no, which when compared to the Bible is silent about that. Obibiara or tries to make stories big concerning the Bible no. Say sana Bible ne ekam we were Bible mo entisa no esu hu ni say send back na okasa no wrong. For example, say we Jesus Christ o dwan say Mary ko do Jerusalem no wo ye say no sana man bebre no folklore to explain things but any Bible mo sa Onyankopon ka obiara ho no nshire obia.
That's it. Nyakopon ka obi a hona won shira obi a. Misrema wo platform so you new ha say na obetima subscribe ha say okay. Because you are insulting the Jews with your misunderstanding. There are a lot of Jews now, okay, they have already read the Bible and they have accepted Jesus Christ. They see it in their book, okay. But sometimes some of the Jews, you know, they are like the CSF members now. I mean, okay. Some of the Jews, they are like the CSF members. They will not accept it, okay, until they have their own agenda. Until the things are clear to them, but they will not accept it. Just like there happens this year, you know. Say, you become the bad person. CSF, you are the bad person. Or contradicting itself, you are the bad person, okay? It is a mentality. It doesn't mean that we have a lot of Jews now. Jesus. Paul was a Jew, and I said, Jesus, they are Jews, now Jews, just because it being Jew doesn't mean say, correct. The day any better no, or munya did. Seto SSKT for info program, Nisi was say, Mr. Mon share, Mon tag amount for, now mon subscribe to this channel, okay? Where chapter 2, maybe I'm referring chapter 2, where part 2 of the conversation are, and let the Bible speak, I have no. Last week, yet me first one, and it's open, so no so a bit more but a beginning, in your difficulties, this, and ubetimi forward na ko anim kakra na program na nkasa ashase okay you could do one na me kasa the whole time na it doesn't mean say video no into aso until let the Bible speak the second time our ba say ni no or my opportunity ni do no ba ha say na you benya more lessons if we decide honum okay it's for me the program ni be say why say na me da munyina amase it's for mama ba
Difference between a Christian guy and a man of God. A Christian guy might say that he loves you, but a man of God will love God more than you. A Christian guy might text you Bible verses or have a tattoo of them, but a man of God will live out those verses and have them written on his heart. A Christian guy might go to church or wear a cross around his neck, but a man of God will see that the highest calling is to give Christ glory. A Christian guy might accidentally compromise your purity, but a man of God will protect it above all else. A Christian guy might seem super attractive, fun, or handsome, but a man of God will have a beautiful heart regardless of his looks. A Christian guy might be content to just take you out, but a man of God will go beyond the superficial and hold you up before God in his prayers all the time.